Have you ever wondered what lies beyond this life? What if a child could see the mysteries of heaven that most of us can only dream about? In this powerful vision, a young soul is taken to the throne room of God, witnessing divine revelations and the eternal promises waiting for those who believe. Get ready for an unforgettable journey that will change the way you see the afterlife forever. Watch till the end to experience the mysteries of the heavens and see why these visions will leave you thinking about eternity in a new light. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on more. It was at noon, under the harsh, unyielding gaze of the sun. I was lost in the innocent wonder of a child at play, with no care for the world around me, when something unusual happened. A presence, a sensation that took me beyond the realm of ordinary existence. For just a moment, everything around me blurred, and in the hush of silence that followed, I saw it, an angel. Not just any angel. This one was powerful, with an aura of light that was both warm and awe-inspiring, radiating a force that whispered ancient truths. His presence was not one of ordinary conversation or mere greeting. His eyes, deep and knowing, pierced through my very soul, and his voice was like thunder in the distance. If you like our video, please hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you never miss inspirational prayers and Bible teachings. First things first, but before we continue, kindly like and subscribe to get more videos like this. Calming and soothing, yet commanding. You have been chosen, the angel spoke softly, but there was an undeniable weight in his words, and before I could respond, I felt myself slipping, not into sleep, but into a state of deep trance. I was no longer in the world I knew. I was being taken somewhere beyond human imagination. The surroundings faded, and a vast, heavenly realm unfolded before me. The sky was not like the sky I had seen before. It was as though it was made of a divine fabric, woven with golden threads, endlessly stretching into the horizon. The air shimmered with purity, and the ground beneath my feet was made of light, soft and warm, yet unbreakable. But here's the truth. This heavenly vision, this revelation, isn't for everyone. It's for those who have been waiting, battling in the dark, and are now ready to step into divine alignment with God's grace every day. If you're hearing this, it might be for you. If you've felt God's presence tonight, if something stirred within your spirit, I want you to declare one word below, Amen. Not for me, but as a declaration in the heavenly realms that you received this word. Let's unite in faith. If you're believing for divine protection over your family, type Amen in the comments below. Let's fill this space with unity, faith, and the power of His promises. And don't forget to subscribe. Let's walk together on this spiritual journey of truth and warfare. Each Amen is a testimony waiting to unfold. I was standing in the presence of something unimaginably beautiful. A throne. Not just any throne, but one that glowed with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. I looked up, and around it, countless other thrones stretched into eternity, each one radiating a different aspect of glory. But it wasn't the thrones that took my breath away. It was the beings that surrounded them, angels, majestic and radiant, their wings unfurled like flames of the purest fire, worshiping and bowing, their voices an endless symphony of praise that resonated through every fiber of my being. Where am I? I whispered, my voice trembling in awe. The angel beside me, his wings shimmering like starlight, smiled kindly. You are in the presence of the Lord, in the courts of heaven. This is the throne room, where all is made perfect. As he spoke, a sense of peace washed over me. There was no fear here, no doubt, only truth and revelation. But then, the angel's gaze shifted, and without warning, the scene changed. We were no longer in the throne room. We were flying through what seemed like endless skies, and below us, I saw the outline of vast mansions. Hundreds, no thousands of them, spread across an expanse too large to comprehend. Each one was magnificent, bathed in light that could only be described as divine. I gasped, "What is this place?" The angel turned to me, his expression serene yet full of mystery. "These are the mansions the Lord is preparing for those who love him. In my Father's house, there are many mansions, each one waiting for those who follow his path." The words felt like they struck deep within me, resonating with something far beyond understanding. I felt it in my very soul. This truth, hidden in the whispers of heaven, was not just a promise. It was a revelation, a truth that echoed through time itself. The divine, the eternal, was preparing a place for those who walk in his light. Here's the truth, revealed from the heavens. This is not for everyone, but for those who are done battling in the dark, those ready to step into alignment with God's divine covering. If you're still with me, it might be you. If God's presence has touched your heart through this message, if something stirred deep inside, I want you to declare one word, Amen. Not for me, but as a spiritual seal, declaring that you've received this word in your life. Let's move forward together. If you're believing in God's protection for your family tonight, type Amen in the comments below. Let's fill this space with unity and strength in the Spirit. And make sure you subscribe to stay connected in this journey of spiritual awakening and truth. Every Amen is a testimony in progress. But why am I here? I asked, my voice a mixture of awe and confusion. The angel's gaze softened. You are here to see what lies beyond the veil, to understand that this world is not all there is. There is something more, and the time will come when all things will be revealed. As his words sank in, the scene shifted again. This time, I found myself standing before a table, a grand feast laid out in all its glory. The feast was unlike any earthly banquet I had ever seen. The fruits glistened like jewels, and the meats shimmered with divine flavor. And at the center of the table stood a figure I instantly recognized. Jesus. His face was radiant, his presence overwhelming yet tender. His eyes, full of love and grace, met mine. In that moment, I knew beyond any shadow of a doubt that he had prepared this place. For me, for all who would accept his love. Let not your heart be troubled, Jesus spoke, his voice as calming as the whisper of the wind through the trees. I go to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. The weight of his words settled upon me like a blanket of peace. The deep truth behind them pierced my heart. He was not just speaking to me in that moment, but to all of humanity. He was preparing something unimaginable. A place of eternal love. A place where pain, sorrow, and death would be no more. But here's the divine truth. This vision, this calling, isn't for everyone. It's for those who are tired of waiting, tired of battling without clarity, and are now ready to walk fully in God's alignment each day. If you're still here, it might be you. If God's presence has touched your soul through this message, if something stirred deep within your spirit, type Amen below. Not for me, but as a declaration in the spiritual realm that you received this word. Let's stand united in faith. If you're believing for God's protection over your family tonight, type Amen in the comments. Let's fill this space with the strength of our collective faith. Don't forget to subscribe so we can continue walking this sacred journey of spiritual warfare and truth together. Every Amen is a powerful testimony being birthed. I looked around again, and the mansions that stretched into infinity now felt like they were within reach. Each one was a promise, each one a symbol of the love and grace that awaited. The marriage supper was coming, the eternal celebration, and in that moment I understood. This is just the beginning, the angel whispered. You will one day join the feast, but for now, take this vision and carry it with you. Let it remind you of the truth that is beyond this world. I tried to speak, to ask more, but the words escaped me. I was overwhelmed with the sheer magnitude of the mysteries I had witnessed. The glory, the beauty, the love. Everything that had been revealed to me was too much for a human heart to fully comprehend. Yet I knew one thing for sure. This was real. Heaven was real. And the promises of Jesus were real. As I began to awaken, the angel's voice echoed one last time in my ears. In my Father's house are many mansions, and you are part of that promise. Do not fear the unknown, for the Lord has prepared a place for you. With those words, I returned to the world I knew, the vision fading as quickly as it had appeared. But I could never forget it. That moment, that glimpse into the mysteries of the heavens, had changed me. It was a reminder, one I would carry with me forever, that no matter how dark the world may seem, the Lord's love and His promises are beyond comprehension. And in the end, there will be a place for all who believe, a mansion prepared, waiting for us all. Here's the truth from the divine realm. This message is not for everyone. It's for those who are done with the struggle, those ready to step into alignment with God's protection every day. If you're still listening, this might be your call. If you've felt God's presence, if something stirred in your heart through this message, type Amen below. Not for me, but as a spiritual declaration, sealing this word in your life. Let's declare this together. If you're believing in God's protection for your family tonight, type Amen in the comments below. Let's fill this space with the unity of faith and the power of heaven. And remember, subscribe to stay with us as we walk this journey of truth, spiritual warfare, and divine revelation. Every Amen is a testimony in the making. Did this vision leave you in awe? Hit the subscribe button and join us as we uncover more divine revelations and spiritual truths. Don't forget to like and share this powerful message with others who need to hear it. Your Amen in the comments is a declaration of faith. Let's walk this journey together. May God bless and keep you in faith and His love till His return in Jesus' name.